Hello and welcome to Connecting Hawaii Business on ThinkTech Hawaii. My name is Kathleen Lee, owner of Kathleen Lee Consulting, and I am your host for this program. You can catch all of our ThinkTech Hawaii shows on thinktechhawaii.com as well as ThinkTech Hawaii's Facebook and YouTube channel. Today, I'm excited to introduce my friend Justin Baptiz, who will be talking about sports media and entertainment and leveraging social media for business. So, Justin, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks so much, Kathleen. Pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I know you're a sports media reporter, entertainment promoter, and host MC. Those are a lot of hats. So, tell our viewers more about yourself.
Well, you pretty much described it all. I am a sports media reporter, entertainment promoter, and host and MC. Um, and I enjoy what I do. It's a lot that I do, but without having a passion for it, that's the main thing. It's gotta have a passion for it. Without a passion, you know, definitely gotta have an interest in it as well. But you know, I'm just blessed to be in this position.
That's good. How does it feel to be the interviewee rather than the interviewer? Because I know you do a lot of interviews with individuals. How is that feeling for you right
It's fun. It's fun. It's been quite a while since I've been interviewed, about 2.5 years due to COVID, but I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. It feels a little bit different, but I'm enjoying this for sure.
now? That's awesome. So let's talk about the sports media aspect of what you do. What drew your interest to sports media?
Well, I started working with a man named Wayne Lavelle, who was a part of Orlando for quite some years, and he got me into doing sports media reporting. I entered under him with Hawaii Bible Sports Media. We ended up doing the Pro Bowl for numerous years. I was an NFL credentialed journalist from 2013 to about 2015, 2016. So that really kind of got me into the doors of being an NFL credentialed journalist and getting my feet wet as far as being out there in the scene, interviewing lots of athletes, uh, lots of coaches. So from there, um, I've continued to do sports media. I'm currently part of Guava Press Media right now, doing sports media over there, covering Division 2, Division 1, all the programs that come here to Hawaii. So I'm still well connected in the sports media.
That's wonderful. Could you tell us a bit more about some of the most interesting or standout interviews that you've done in the last few years?
Oh, it's been quite a lot. Vincent Jackson, rest in peace, Vincent Jackson. He was one of my favorites ones that I've done. Adrian Peterson was another one that I've enjoyed. This was a couple of years ago. Recent, I probably have to say Timmy Chang, since he is the new head coach for University of Hawaii. So having interviewed him and Cole Brennan, the rest in peace of Cole Brennan as well. I had a chance to interview him before he passed away. But it's so much that I've done, and it's hard to pick a favorite, but those are the ones that stand out to me the most right now.
That's wonderful. We talked about this earlier, and you have a YouTube channel which features your interviews. And I know you also feature those on your Instagram account. And what stands out is that the individuals you interview are either up and coming musicians and artists, as well as athletes. Could you tell us a bit more about why you've selected those particular individuals or what the connection is between the two?
Well, quite frankly, a lot of people who are in entertainment are also in sports. So you have athletes who have done music in the past, like from Deion Sanders to Shaquille O'Neal to a lot of artists that are in college. A lot of them are diving into music. So you intertwine sports and entertainment, it kind of goes hand in hand. So I guess I have a pretty cool niche. I'll be able to identify the both. And I know a lot about music. I know a lot about sports. So it's something that I can say that I'm well versed at. And yeah, yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. Your interest in sports, is it because you played? Were you an athlete when you were younger?
Yes, I played Pop Warner growing up as a child, and then I ended up going to high school and playing Akamaki High School for the Akamaki Bulldogs. and that was back in 2012, 2011, 2012. And I had a chance to play football, and it was a great experience. You know, I had a chance to go to Kahuku before they made their own football field recently, you know, with the new developments there. I had a chance to play at Roosevelt High School, Kaiser High School, and a lot of the top high schools in Hawaii. So I had a chance to play sports, and I loved it. I loved every minute, and I loved every moment of it.
Do you foresee yourself doing sports media reporting in the future? Like, tell us about like what you envision for that aspect of what the many hats that you currently put on.
Well, yes, I definitely see myself doing something in sports media reporting, something in the entertainment field, whether it's reporting there or something in radio, something in television. I've been on television before. I used to be a part of ThinkTech Hawaii years ago, you know, and used to co-host with PJ Paul Jackson. But you know, at the moment right now, I'm definitely still doing something in sports media reporting, which I enjoy, which I love. So I definitely feel like there's going to be something that I'll probably do in either entertainment or sports.
Let's segue into that. You're also an entertainment promoter and a host and MC. Could you go more into how you got into that?
So on the on the entertainment promoting side of things, I got started by working with a gentleman by the name of Rodney Alamo Brown. He used to live out here in Hawaii. He's from California, and he got me into working the entertainment promotions with Erica Badu and Musique Soul Child and Andre Nicotina. And I pretty much had a chance to work under him and learn the aspects of how entertainment promotion goes and how you promote a concert and how you promote a show. So through him, it was from there, and I had a chance to do hosting. I started at Tsukiji's nightclub before it became Gen, Korean barbecue at Alamana Shopping Center. And I had a chance to just learn different techniques, learn how to read a crowd, learn how to be on the mic, learn how to use voice projection. You know, and I had a chance to work with various different MCs. Shout out to Roxy on the mic, who was doing a lot of business behind the scenes at Pro Ridge Center. I had a chance to work under her, and she taught me a lot about MCing and how you use your voice and how you difference whether if you're doing an interview with somebody or how you're doing a show. So that's how I got started in the entertainment side of things, and even doing hosting. So
Let's pull up that video of you from a recent event of you emceeing.
yeah, that's definitely me in my element. Big shout out to Cabana Woods Entertainment, The Republic, that project. I'm currently doing events with them at the moment as far as like hosting and emceeing. I guess you could say I've done about 10 shows in total with Cabana Boys. I mean, if you think about the 2 years before COVID and the shows that I've done now, I've done about 10 shows. So that was a recent concert that I recently did with NLE Choppa. Shout out to Bronx 2K Productions for creating that wonderful clip of me at the show. But yeah, definitely me in my element. And I definitely have more shows coming soon. So hope that people can actually get a chance to come and support and see me do my thing.
Okay, and let's delve into that further, Justin. What exactly does a host or an MC do? Especially when it comes to concerts, right? People are like waiting for the opener, they're waiting for the performer. What does someone like you do, and what does it take to, get to that level?
Well, I would have to tell you that I guess the biggest thing is reading the crowd. Biggest thing is reading the crowd and being able to identify who's having a good time, who's not having a good time, being able to make sure that the crowd is ready for the openers and for the headliner. So as far as what I do is I go on stage and try to get the crowd hyped, try to get the crowd in the moment, in their good feelings until the openers come on and headline comes on. So as long as they're having a good time, that makes me happy the most. If they're yelling and screaming and rooting for the headliner to come on stage, I think I've done my job. There's definitely been a lot of good moments, and it's definitely been a lot of uh, you know moments that you have to overcome. especially with hosting. But for the most part, I enjoy what I do. I get a big adrenaline rush from it, and there's no greater feeling when the lights are on you. You get the crowd screaming, yelling, and it's a great feeling. I mean, no words can describe how that feels.
That's good to know. I hope I get to see one of your shows one of these days and, see you in action. So part of what you do is help out companies with promoting events, right? That ties in with being an MC and a host. And currently, you have a significant following in social media. You have over 30,000 followers. How did you go about in building that?
Well, the biggest thing is about promoting, right? So promoting wise, you have to reach a lot of people. So how I normally go about doing it is anybody that's following on my page, I usually send them a direct message. I'm like, hey, here's an event that I'm doing. Here's a ticket link. Please share it on your page or share it on your story. So that's how I've gone about promoting the events and promoting the shows. And it's a lot of hard work because sometimes you may do an event and people may post or people may share. And then you have those few select that, oh, I didn't hear about the show. I didn't hear about this content coming up. So the biggest thing is being able to promote effectively and being able to have it to where people will know about your show coming up, know about what your events that you're doing. So you got to reach out to a lot of people. And if you're not able to do that, you're not going to be an effective promoter. So that is the biggest key and the biggest take from it.
So part of what you do too is build your brand in that you and correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, you have to make yourself um trustworthy enough for people to be like, hey, like this individual or this man who's promoting these events, I'm sure like it's great events because he's putting his name on it. Like, how do you go about in choosing like who you work with and how you present yourself with the shows that you associate yourself with?
Well, it's all about building great connections with people. How I go about doing it is either I've known the person for a while or I've just met the person for a while, but having a great connection with them, talking to them over the phone, talking to them in person, building that establishment. That is what is key. And without having those connections and being able to talk and be able to speak and provide a positive outlook on things, it's not going to work. So that's how I've always been successful. It's just being able to talk to people in person, being able to know what I'm getting out of the situation and what I'm not getting out of the situation. But for the most part, as long as you build a positive attitude and you have that towards the people that you work with, that is how I think I've been able to gain as many as I've been able to gain throughout the years. Always put a good smile on your face as well. So it always helps.
Okay, we're going to take a short break. And when we return, we'll talk about some of the challenges that you faced starting out when you're building your network and other things that you may want to bring up that I didn't. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Connecting Hawaii Business on ThinkTech Hawaii. Today we have Justin Baptiz, sports media reporter, entertainment promoter, and host and MC on the show. I love how that's a mouthful. It's a lot of things that you're doing. The earlier we talked about how you built your following in social media and how you're using that in event promotion. What are some challenges that you ran into when you were first seeking out opportunities and building your brand?
Well, one of the many challenges is having trust, having people trust you to know that you're doing the right thing and that you're actually putting the content out there. And I've always been trustworthy towards anybody that I've worked with. The biggest challenge is who you're reaching out to. Are people going to come to the show? Are people going to know about the show? So the biggest challenge for me has always been, are you doing your job? And I've always done my job. But as I mentioned before earlier, it's about your push and your marketing network strategies and how you go about promoting the content.
If you were to give a couple of tips for someone starting out in that industry, what would you tell them?
Well, I would definitely tell somebody, if you're going to be an entertainment promoter, definitely don't, definitely do not take it for granted. If you're going to go all the way with it, definitely push your hardest. Promote every day, constantly, consistently. Share with your friends, share with your family, share the groups on Facebook, post it on your TikTok, your Snapchat stories. Any way that you can promote a show, in any social media platform. Twitter is another one that people use as well too. So any way that you can promote on any social media platforms that you have, that is going to be very key to have a successful show and be able to outreach.
And similar to, I guess, kind of paralleling that, like, how do you go about in when you're interviewing athletes, right? What do you keep in mind?
I keep in mind that I don't want to go negative. Uh, you always want to keep a positive outlook and you want to always put them in a good light. I'm not one that's going to put an athlete in a bad light, or nor do I ask negative questions. So I always try to keep everything in a positive limelight and have them explain their story and what they feel and what they think. So I always put everybody in a good light, and I don't ever try to make somebody feel bad in any type of way.
Justin, what are some lessons that you've learned with the many roles that you are currently doing that you would like to share with folks out there?
Just don't give up. There's going to be days where you may feel like you're not doing a good job in what you're doing, but eventually people will see what you're doing. People will reach out to you and they'll want to work with you because you're putting a positive outlook on yourself. And for me, I think I've always been successful of just keeping a good positive mindset and working with everybody, working with everybody that wants to work and wants to do the right thing. And just making sure that at the end of the day, I'm getting what's worth.
Okay, and are there any upcoming sports programs or entertainment events that you would like to mention at this time?
Yes, I have a show coming up September 7th with Shorty at the Republic. Be sure not to take advantage of his entertainment for putting on that event, the Republic Band Project. So I have a show September 7th, and I got some shows coming up in the next upcoming months. So I hope that people are excited and can't wait throughout the stage.
Let's pull up your YouTube channel so people have an idea of one of the many social media accounts that you have online. Tell us more about that.
Well, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm starting to get on the TikTok trend. So I'm on there as well too. So that's how a lot of people can find me. But you know, I'm always posting, always staying relevant, always keeping the content going. So definitely more interviews coming your way soon.
So you'll be doing a bunch of dancing videos, is what I'm getting.
Who knows? You never know. That's something that could be out there. Who knows?
Was there anything else that you would like to add? Since we have a few minutes, so let this be your platform to talk about things that I may not have covered.
I can say that I'm very appreciative for you having me on your show. And I'm very thankful for those people who have been supportive, who have been in my life, who have motivated, and who have continued to be a big push in my career. And without those people, I don't think I would be there, where I'm at right now. So definitely you got to thank the parents for sure. And thank those people who have been in my life. As far as what you covered, I mean, you covered a lot. You covered pretty much what I'm doing right now currently, but I'm very blessed and very appreciative of everything that's happened in my life, and just definitely shooting for the stars and aiming for the moon.
I say that too. What can we expect to see from you in the next year or so?
Well, definitely more shows. Definitely, you'll see me on the field doing some sports reporting. And as far as entertainment promoting goes, hosting shows, hosting events, spreading the words, spreading the knowledge, just being out there and having a good positive outlook on life.
You said something about being out in the field. Is there something going on this weekend when it comes to your sports reporting?
Yes, the University of Hawaii will be playing Vanderbilt Commodores at 4:30 at the TC Chin Complex. So you'll see me out there.
What are
For
you
sure.
looking forward to for that game?
Looking for a good game. 9,000, 3,000, 9,300 fans and more counting at TC Chin Complex. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a good turnout. Hawaii, Mountain West versus the SEC. Can't get them better than that.
Okay, well, thank you, Justin, for being on our show today. Really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and telling our viewers about what you do and some tips. We also want to thank Jay Fidel and the entire staff at ThinkTech Hawaii for making shows like this possible. And thank you to Eric and Haley for helping us out on today's Connecting Hawaii Business. Until next time, aloha.
Thank you so much for watching ThinkTech Hawaii. If you like what we do, please like us and click the subscribe button on YouTube and the follow button on Vimeo. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and donate to us at thinktechhawaii.com. Mahalo.